Greetings, gamers! I've been working on a new game called Incoming. Incoming is a 3D VR missile defense game. Protect your cities with a wide assortment of defenses against waves of warheads, bombers, zeppelins, and epic bosses. Wishlist today on Steam. Link is in the description. Greetings, Groat farmers and space explorers and stuff like that. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and welcome to another episode of Starfield. And yeah, we just finished off this mission over here. Well, part of it anyway. The Hollow Bluff Depot has been explored. Whoa. Wait, you can rotate this? I didn't even know you could rotate this. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, stop. I don't know, I've been playing some other game where that must be, because that feels like second nature to me. Okay, so we need to get the evidence back to Ranny. Goods exchange. I guess we could just go to the bar at first. It'll be our sort of meeting place. I think it will have one fewer loading screen. So let's get rid of these weapons so we're not flashing a shotgun in everybody's faces. Is there a reason why you...
Great Serpent will deliver us from this. I know it.
His Ranny.
Not sure what to make of you.
Not sure what to make of you. You guy.
If you feel you're in danger, I can provide a security detail. My people are nothing if not capable.
Thank you, Envoy. I'll consider it. Was there anything else?
Yes, there was one more thing. Regarding the missing supplies, I was wondering if I could be of any assistance. Our agents mostly work in the settled systems, but I have contacts in Dazra as well. I can set up a meeting at the Halls of Obedience.
I appreciate the support. My mind has been frazzled as of late.
It's understandable. The accident has affected all of us.
You're right, and your concern is welcome.
Okay, that makes me wonder if he's in league with the people who stole it. Supplies. Have we been in here? I don't recall this. Alright, let's
I
try.
spend most of my time working at the Ministry of State.
Okay.
I am a busy man, but I will try to make time.
Why the concern over supplies?
I'm a loyal servant to House Varun. And if it takes this supply issue to be resolved for us to address the personnel problem, so be it.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good excuse.
Until we meet again.
I apologize. The Envoy and I were just discussing matters of state.
You got a
In
little
particular,
something on you.
I offered to help find the missing supplies. I have my people looking into the matter as well.
Thank you for your diligence, Envoy. On that note, I hate to take up any more of your time than I already have. And I'm sure you're busy with issues regarding your own house. If you don't mind, I'd like a moment with the Vindicator alone.
Ridiculous name for... Anyway. If he's willing to help with the case, I don't mind if the invoice stays. Or, you're dismissed, Mushin. Thank you for your assistance. We'll take it from here. This is a personnel matter. I'm sure the envoy will respect our privacy. So, I guess we're implying that he knows. I don't recall. I don't know these characters' names well enough that to say whether or not we have evidence that he's involved. So. What do I want to do here?
Time is pressing. Was there anything
Yeah,
else?
let's just do the Andrea one.
This is a personal matter. I am sure the Envoy will respect our privacy.
Indeed. And your timing is apt. The cortege has arrived at the spaceport, and I don't like to leave the crew waiting.
Thank you, Envoy.
Executor.
I appreciate your discretion. The Envoy is a trusted figure, but you can never be too careful in situations like this.
In my line of work, this holds especially true. The more people know, the more everyone knows.
Exactly. We keep the circle of trust small until we know who to let in. And while having the conversation here isn't entirely secure, we're pressed for time, so it'll have to do. So, now that we're alone, tell me, what have you uncovered?
I'm still investigating. Or the shipments are being routed to Zealots. I found Ukaru's body at the supply depot. Or, I'm sorry, but your friend is dead. He was murdered by Zealots. Well, this one has the most information, because this one isn't mentioning anything about the supply shipments. So even though this is a little bit less sensitive, I think I'm going to go with this.
I was afraid of that. If only I had preached more caution. But after the accident, things were dire. Our resources were blocked. We needed those supplies, and...
You let bureaucracy get in the way. You can't blame yourself. The Zealots are the cause here. You let them get through. You let them go through even knowing the dangers. I don't like these people, so I don't mind being really mean to them. Let them go through even. I'm gonna go with the first one. Ah, it's a little rough. Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know. Rules must be followed. Procedures are in place for a reason. But you're right. If the criminals can work outside the law, we must do the same to catch them.
Oh, that's
If
not
the
what I
Zealots are
meant, but
responsible,
still.
they must be punished. But one question remains. How would they gain access to the shipments in the first place?
The answer is both obvious and impossible to believe.
A traitor among us.
Who would betray House Varun when so many are suffering?
That is a part I am having trouble with myself. But perhaps our loyalty to House Varun blinds us. This slate you found, it mentions a contact. Someone on the inside. This person would have to be well versed in our operational pipeline. They would have to know where to route the shipments and how to clean the books. It seems unfathomable. But perhaps Ukaru was right. A member of the noble houses has betrayed us.
Whoever it is, the Zealots plan to meet them at Jandar's Rest. We need to find out where that is, okay? Person on the inside. I don't have the slightest clue who that would be. Or, so the supply thief is a member of one of the noble houses? Questions first.
It's very likely that is the case. As for which house, well, I'm not sure at this point. House Vithal would have the authority to put supplies on hold and confiscate them. House Kadik would have the intel and spies, and the supplies were ordered by my people at House Dulkef.
All right. Well, they kind of alluded that maybe that guy who's looking around for the supplies is the guy. I mean, otherwise, why is he here as opposed to someone else? Just terrible writing at this point. So I can expect terrible writers to continue to be terrible writers. So that's probably the guy. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to go with the question first, not just going guns blazing. I want to pretend that I really care about who stole the supplies.
The slate you brought to me does have some information. It mentions a meeting that will take place at Jandar's Rest, but I don't know where that is. We're going to need to enlist some help. I'd like you to speak with Tivina Vithal at the Keep. If that slate has coordinates, she may have the means to decrypt it.
Alright, can we trust House Vithal?
They are fiercely loyal to House Varun and are in charge of rooting out zealotry in our ranks. Only one thing troubles me, though. If a shipment were put on hold and confiscated, it would likely go to them first.
Who do you think is stealing the supplies?
My mind goes immediately to motive. Who would want to aid the zealots? I want to be careful, but I will say this. There are members of the noble houses who have floated the idea of reconciliation in the past. But to make a suggestion is one thing. Without approval from the speaker, the act is treason.
Alright, what can you tell me about Tavina Vithal?
Do not let her cheery demeanor fool you. She has a reputation around these parts for being a ruthless hunter of heretics. If she doesn't know the location of the hideout, at the very least, she'll have a lead.
What about Mujin's theory about House Dual Kef being involved? Wait, this woman's House Dual Kef, right? We'll see.
Well, if the implication is my cousin is the conspirator, his death disproves that theory. But I'm not averse to keeping that information between us.
Where were you when the cataclysm happened?
Myself and some others were having dinner at the meat house. From our vantage point, we couldn't see what was happening outside the scaled citadel, but I could hear the blast searing into my skull. I remember falling from my chair, trying to get my bearings in this period of eerie silence. And then I heard the screams.
Alright, I'll talk to Tavina.
Excellent. As for me, I must mourn my cousin's passing. I understand there's a shrine upstairs, although it seems to be occupied at the moment. When you return, meet me at the Halls of Obedience, where we first met. By Genon's grace, we'll find out who the supply thief is and bring them to justice.
Indeed. Alright, it's not my first priority, we'll get to it eventually. What kind of justice will this thief face? Why the Halls of Obedience and not your office? Let's go with that.
You may have noticed, but I've been on the move a lot lately. I don't mean to alarm you, but I think I'm being followed. I'll feel more comfortable if we meet in a public place. Mujin suggested a security detail, and I think I may take him up on his offer. If nothing else, but for peace of mind.
What kind of justice will the thief face?
When you betray House Varun, there is only one kind.
Alright, I'll see what I can uncover about Jondar's rest.
Serpent guide you, and be safe.
You too! Alright. Well, I don't think we've really explored this place, so let's just quickly go through it. Can I, like, ring this gong? Whoa. I don't want to ring that. Alright, so we got a creepy dude and some pillows. Got a creepy plant. Oh, who are these guys? Maybe I'll come back to that. Right, so somebody's got a bedroom in here. Oh, it looks kind of comfy, actually. Pretty cozy for being in a cave or whatever. You got all these rock walls. I should talk to those folks before I forget that they're here.
May the Great Serpent bless you.
No interesting data pads or computers.
While your focus is with House Jewel Kef, you have no business here.
Shut up.
Come back when you've finished with House Jewel Kef.
Shouldn't you be working with my sister?
Do you remember what you were doing when the disaster happened?
I was on a walk, nearing Jinan Plaza.
Sure you were.
My view of the Citadel was clear. I saw the windows flood with light and then a flash so bright, I was forced to turn away. When I turned back, my eyes saw only a swirl of energy surrounding the Citadel and the crater that surrounded it.
You got some crazy hair.
Until next time.
Alright. Oh, I did not mean to do that. No. That's right. Different button. Is she gonna be mad? Yeah, she'd be mad if we tried to hack that right in front of her. Probably. I mean, actually, the programming in this game is rather bad, so she probably wouldn't even notice. Imagine writing an AI this inept.
If you must be here, please keep quiet.
Shut up.
Excuse me, I'm trying to focus.
I should just hit you in the back with something. Like throw something at him. No, that's not what I want to do. Alright, so we're back outside. I do want to check out the other wing before we leave. Get in there. Alright, yeah, you do your thing. Oh,
I prefer not to be bothered right now.
well, that's too bad. It's a public space. I want to go up there. Is there anything else? Nope. Oh, no. There's no fabric collider on that fabric. I guess they didn't really count on anyone going up here. Alright. Check on the other side. So we came in over there. Checking out the other side. Hello.
Perhaps you'll join our numbers embedded in the settled systems now that you've been shown the way.
No.
The outsiders will come to accept his embrace, just as you did.
I am lying to you. I have not accepted any serpent's embrace. Sounds like a boa constrictor strangling you. Do I have this key? No. Actually, this is probably her room, which means... Oh, hello. So I was about to say that if she has the key, it's probably in here somewhere.
How can I be of assistance?
Why are you... Wait. Why are you sleeping
We'll talk
here?
more later.
Machine... Wait, why did this switch? Okay. Machine... Okay. Never mind.
Not a thing. It's very disconcerting.
Don't worry. If they were exposed in New Atlantis, we'd have heard by now.
A fair point, but if I don't hear back soon, I'll be looking for an investigation approval.
Man, it's been so long since we were at New Atlantis.
Severance interfering in a time like this.
I actually forgot
It's
that its
insulting.
name. Man, these guys are weird. They have like a meat house too. I like that. Excuse me. It's just slightly off-putting. Meat house. So it's encrypted cipher. Okay. Reminds me of the Dune series. They got the what are they called? Tailaxu face dancers. They have their meat cookie. It's just like such an awful just think about it, it's just like, it sounds nasty. Meat cookie. I kind of feel like these guys are based off of the Tylaxia. They're very, like, they're human, but they're very alien in their ways. Kind of reptilian. That's interesting. These computers without getting in trouble. Okay, well, I guess that's that. I think that's everything. We didn't really find anything of importance. There may be things of importance on various computers and tablets, but they're either encrypted or we weren't allowed to access them without getting in trouble. That a field around it all its own. That's interesting. What is that? What am I looking at? What's this? All right. I'm interested in continuing this quest, I think, so we won't deviate just yet. To the keep. What's in here again? Showers. Okay. Don't care about that too much.
Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me.
Great Serpent be at your side.
Shut up. You got a little something right there.
Vindicator. I was wondering when you'd grace my office with your presence.
So I've made a name for myself, or saving the best for last, obviously, or I would have come by sooner if I had more. Wait, I would have come by sooner if I had more important. I don't understand that. I figured you were busy, or I wasn't aware I had fans. Well, let's start with questions, although this is probably an answer.
Oh, yes. You've communed with phantoms, survived the ritual, and probably slew 2 or 3 horrors on the way. I'm not against the occasional embellishment on your behalf, believe me.
Okay. I'm gonna go with I figured you were busy. That's kind of funny.
Really? Well, let me apologize for appearing to be. I can't imagine what I was thinking, letting you slip away. In fact, I think you and I are going to be fast friends.
Wow,
But I
she's a bitch.
realize that's not why you're here, hmm? Shall we get down to business?
Nah, business can wait. Or, actually, I need to tend to something else. Or, yes, let's. This is a sufficiently bitchy response. Let's do it. Nah, business can wait.
I agree, but we've been overruled, sadly. people want this case solved, and so we have to oblige. I take it this is about the missing supplies. I may have some intel on my computer that could help you with your case.
What sort of information do you have on your terminal? Well, thanks. Every little piece of evidence that you can find will help us solve the case. Or I don't need your intel. I just need to know where Jandar's rest is. Or show slate. I have evidence also. Encrypted slate from a zealot. Kizrani thinks you can decrypt it. Let's go with questions first. What sort of information do you have on your terminal?
Ship departure records that match the date supplies went missing, as well as employment records for individuals working the spaceport. If the supplies left Dazra, cross-referencing their confiscation dates with the spaceport logs will put a big flashing arrow pointed at the suspect. But we can discuss that in detail after you've read the records.
I'm going to show her the slate. Show slate. I have evidence also. An encrypted slate from a zealot. Kizrani thinks you can decrypt it.
Well, look at that. The Great Serpent favors us both. It just so happens that one of my agents recently recovered a zealot cipher key and dropped it off this morning. Here, a copy of the key for your records. Well, as you can see, the encryption they're using is mind-numbingly simple. Take the slate number and multiply the even numbers by 2. Your slate's numbered 2032, which means the key is...
Oh, yeah, it would be 4034, right? It's just...
You hit the bullseye. Let's see what you've won. Looks like an all-expenses-paid journey to Jandar's Rest. Lucky you. Okay, scanning the coordinates, these point further north, hidden in Badlands. Clever, clever.
All right. I'd like to discuss something else first. Or I have what I need, thank you. Or I could use some backup if you can spare some personnel. Let's see what else she has to say. I'd like to discuss something else first.
Sure, whatever.
Okay, I guess there's nothing to discuss. Okay.
Looks like you've won a trip to Jandar's Rest. Scanning.
Let's try to get some backup. That'll be fun.
Of course. Resources are thin, but maybe I can squeeze in a squadron or two should you get in a pinch. But that aside, let's get to the guts of the issue, After reading through the evidence, where do you think the supply thief is from?
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't read through the evidence, have I? I'm not at liberty to say. Or I don't really know? Jeez, I don't know.
That's all right. Take a guess.
I have no idea. I'm not at liberty to say. I haven't read through the evidence, so...
Fine. Keep your secrets. I'll do the same. Well, whoever the thief is, I think it's all but guaranteed you'll find more clues at Jandar's Rest. Now, since you have what you need, I'm going to turn my attention to other matters. I've enjoyed our time together, but as they say, fish and guests are quick to stink. Let's avoid that from happening to us.
All right, how do I actually get that information? I'd like to read it. That's another thing that this game does very poorly, and honestly, I think most Bethesda games are sort of in that state where, like, you just have so much information in, like, your information backlog. Not information backlog, in your information inventory. It's like, what am I even looking for? Oops. No. You stupid game. Whatever. I guess I just bandaged myself for no reason whatsoever. Notes. Like, look at all this. Cipher key. Right. When making your delivery, you'll be provided with a slate with a serial number associated with it. Use the key to multiply. Yep. Okay. Figured that out. So how do I read this? Children of Jandar, our time sits on... I assume this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. Our time sits on the crest of a great wave, and it will come crashing into the sons and daughters of Jarek. Who is that? In their moment of weakness. For now, let the waters gather and ripple the hymns of the great serpent in the belly of Jandar's rest. Coordinates embedded in the slate will point the way. If you heed the call, come join our communion. When the hymn is spoken, tell them your name is promised. Well, that it gives us a whole bunch of nothing in terms of hints about what's actually going on here. We're running low on inventory space too. I need to sell some crap.
The incident was a terrifying show of the Serpent's power.
I've always felt that these guys were a little bit hostile.
Sorry, but you will have to get approval before you can buy any weapons from me.
Can I move stuff into my inventory without going back to the ship? Service. No. Inventory. Cargo holds Q. Drop favorites. Can't go to Q. So we can take stuff out of here, but we can't submit stuff back? That's annoying. Drop. Compare. Okay, it doesn't look like we can. No. How much is this weigh? Nothing. Alright, is our ship actually here? Because didn't we get teleported here? Do we have a ship here on the surface? Is this me? That might be me. Yeah. So maybe we can stash some of this stuff and not even have to deal with it. That would be amazing.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
Well, then I'm going to jettison you and you can find the exterior uncomforting. Decorate. Cargo hold. Alright. So that's the frontier. Let's stash stuff. We're not using the hard target. Wait a second. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we're not using that one. Ooh, have we even used this? Frenzy Advanced for Quick Strike. we'll have to sort through this stuff later. Let's see what's good. Alright, that really takes down our inventory quite a bit. We could probably take it down a lot more. Oh, look at all this contraband. That's awesome. Do I want to keep the vortex crap on me? It's awfully heavy. All right. Yeah, anything that's got weight to it, I think we're going to store it. This one we can't. I think this is a quest item. Okay, it is. All right, and the rest are artifacts. They have 0 mass. Okay. So that's resources. No, that's misc. It's resources. 0 wire. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. Okay. Explosives. Well, our mass is starting to get pretty good. So we could probably just keep all this crap. Look at all this crap. Strange fluid found on creatures affected by the vortex can be consumed to greatly increase health or stealth. Keep all the tranquility. Look at all that snake oil. Oh, we should just keep all this stuff probably. Store that. Yeah, we're probably not going to get addicted to anything. All right, yeah, let's just keep this. Let's just go. It's fine. And actually, spent so much time in this episode, we're pretty much out of time already. Alright, well, I guess that's that. So thank you very much for joining me. Well, actually, you know what? Let's spend a little time and look at the map and see what we're actually doing here. Jandar's Rest is inside the city. Alright, yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe share, maybe subscribe. New episodes every day, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.